And welcome back to Bronze League Heroes with, in the top left, prioritizing his polite, his greetings over his macro, it is Bum. In the red. And in the bottom right, it is our blue Terran. Lock-on. Is that what he... Is he gonna go for 2 depots? I don't... That's not quite where the wall goes. He's just primed up and ready to go for the barracks, okay? You want to be ready... well... That's about as close as you can get to being a wall without even being a wall at all. We'll get there. We'll get there. Okay. And, all right. Well, it's a process. It's a process. He's going to lock it all down. Over budget and behind schedule, but it will be a wall. On the other side, it looks like Bum has successfully moved his overlords to the outside of his base and no further. You don't want to overdo it. And going for that 1-base Zerg with 2-wing gas for the tactical... +1 ranged attack timing. I'm just throwing darts at the board here. Oh my god. Alright. And, well, that's still not a wall. But most of the way there. Nothing being produced from the base. There are actually 2 lings on the way. So, the strength will be tested. I don't think he realizes there's a gap in the defenses despite his SCV slipping through there. Going for the tech lab first is not going to maximize his unit count. Thankfully, this is only 2 lings, not 6 or... Oh, just in time. The hacks are real. He shuts it down. He locks it on. Of course, he still has to repair the depot, but that actually is a wall now. The Marine is on the way. No orbital yet. But he's got more important things. A single SCV is not going to be enough to repair... Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right. Good thing that wasn't more than 2 links. As we're going to run up the tech tree. Bum with the Baneling Nest. He's rocking out at 15 hull drones. We've got 12 more lings on the way. So he sees a bunker, several barracks... A Terran who's almost entirely focused on a single base and a lot of unit production and defenses, and he says, let's try to go up this ramp. That's probably the best strategy. I mean, who knows what's going to happen. 2 factories on the way. The Industrial Revolution has begun here for Lock-on. As Bum continues to have the economy of your average bum. Not very much income here. More lings are on the way. These Marines are on a very interesting patrol pattern. I'm not sure why it's a patrol, but I guess he's got to constantly safeguard the homeland. Got a little bit of ring around the add-ons here. Going for the double tech lab. What are we looking at here? The double tech lab. Is this double siege tank? As he's reinstalling Chrome. You can see with all these add-ons. Unfortunately, he has nothing to browse as of yet. I'm intrigued. He's got money in the bank. That's 1 tank. Can I get 2? No. As dozens of Zerglings. There's actually no units in the bunker. And there's just no units in general. Fortunately, the Zerglings lost motivation. But there's actually nothing here to defend, at least for that split second. +1 armor for all 3 Marines is coming up. The tank will siege. The Marines will scout all of this and pay for it with their lives. 5 banelings are completed as well. But a siege tank on the top of the ramp is quite a significant defense. Also, the banelings aren't quite there to break the wall yet. He may break the wall, but most of the Zerglings will be gone before that happens. He's on top of that siege tank. Are the Marines enough? No! The tank dies. But so does every single Zergling. So, I would argue that pretty good trade there for Lockout. And one more baneling wanted to join the party, but
will be rewarded.
will join his friends in death. Thank you. Three queens now. I don't know. He has injected. We have +1 melee, actually. +1 carapace is great against siege tanks because it means your Zerglings and your banelings will survive a hit. +1 attack means your Zerglings and banelings will die to siege tanks, but be a lot scarier when they're doing it. As we have an armory, a grand total of 21 SCVs, no second base, of course the high-sec auto-tracking follow-up, so that way his turret and his turret has that extra range boost. A Cyclone. Alright. Just a little bit of everything here. We've got the mixed bag of Terran units. Even a command center on the way. As Bum just does, he doesn't feel comfortable, as many Zergs. They embrace the Zerg rush maybe a bit too literally. As we have 6 more banelings, now there are more siege tanks. The bunker is still up. Well, so let's see how this goes. Will Bum see those tanks and say, this is fine. Let's do this. Well, yes. Inspired to attack. He will run up the ramp. And that depot is obliterated. What's up here? Oh, God, don't do it. He's gonna do it. You know he's gonna do it. And why is that SCV so hurt? I don't know what happened. He has a gas geyser as well. Like, he's all set up to build a new home. And he does. I have a feeling that's gonna come into play. Neosteel frame is on the way. He's gonna upgrade this bunker, and that really is pretty much it. Technically, it increases the cargo space of planetaries and non-orbital command centers. Not sure how much that's going to factor in. But we do see a third base on the way for either side, almost at the exact same timing. Still 21 dead even on the worker count. A lair is on the way as well, as Bum is starting his creep spread. A little bit late on the draw with that. He does have 121 APM, but no one's sure where about 100 of that has gone. Or is going. Let's go to the Bum action cam. He's okay. I'm not sure. He doesn't even know where he's going. He has no idea. All right, this is unexplored territory for him. But the Hydralisk Den, he's got +1 ranged attack. Lock-on now has his northern base. Is it going to become a planetary? 2 Thors on the way. Finally. The Neosteel framed bunker is going to hold down that top of the ramp. We've got more depots. He doesn't really need more depots, but it's good to have them and not need them than need them and not have them. Okay, it's forward thinking. Another base taken by Bum. Very ambitious considering he has a grand total of 19 drones. But once again, and why would I expand to the low ground when I could expand to the opposite corner? All right, we're going for the bingo strategies here. You got to go for the 4 corners. Okay, you don't go for the diagonal, the vertical, or even like the box ones when you're getting real fancy. No, we're going for the 4 corners. We're getting spicy. All right. get me that. When I win, I'm going to get that new set of bridge cards. Okay. And I'm going to jump off it. Alright, so Zerglings and Banelings still not great against siege tanks, but once again, inspired, he will go up the ramp for a third time. And, for a third time, he will bring down the depot. So, who's the real winner here? A planetary fortress on the way. Will we see another one? No, this is an orbital. Interesting call. Still nothing in the main. The queens tend to the hatchery. Maybe spoiling that hatchery a bit much. Getting a lot of attention from these queens. It feels like it deserves it, but it's no better than any... It thinks it's even better than the lair, which only has one queen at it. Alright, so, it's just been handed every larva inject in life. It never had to grow larva for itself. So, we'll see. It's gonna mine out the quickest. Not that these 26 drones are speeding towards any sort of mine out scenario. And 27 SCVs on the other side. Another orbital, so it's 2 orbitals and 1 planetary and 1 fortress. Not a planetary fortress, just a good old-fashioned fortress. Because Bum doesn't seem to realize that there is more to the map than his opponent's ramp. We've got speed for every unit on the field trying to compensate for the gameplay. He's up to 29 drones now. The economy is just exploding. We might even reach the Bronze Age soon. See what I did there. This is something. The dastardly depot wall. As the build-up continues, it does seem that Bum has realized after 3 tries that attacking up a ramp into siege tanks, a hard wall, an upgraded bunker, and Thors, maybe not the ideal strategy. We got scans. Where are you even scanning? I don't... Okay, he scans for the 3rd. He scans for the nat. He sees most of the tech. Another... He scans the front. This base is taken as well. Will this inspire him to attack, or is he just taking notes? What are you gonna do, Lock On? I mean, why not? Alright, and queue it up. Go back to work. Well, you gotta have priorities. The rocks, the only thing that Bum has successfully attacked in this match, and will be taken down mercilessly. Stim is coming up for the 11 Marines, who also have +1 armor. +1 ship weapons is completed. Unfortunately, no ships have been. Or even a starport. So that's kind of a cart before the wheel situation. But you never know what twists and turns this game will... We got more scan... What is he scanning now? I don't... He's... I have no idea. But he is moving out. Lock-On has decided, well, he's mined out of his main. One step at a time. He's not going to become some big chain. He's not going to sell out. He's going to stick with that mom-and-pop store. Sure, we had to move to the suburbs. Okay. But it's that same homegrown 13 out of 16 SCV mineral mining you know and you love. We've got high-sec auto-tracking. You just don't see that anymore. Neo-steel frame. We build depot walls like it's 2006 because we're playing Brood War and nobody can figure out how to wall off. The creep is actually scouting this depot wall. Well, it hasn't yet. But now will be an epiphany. Uh-huh. So what will Bum do now that he has creeped successfully up here? And his decision is, he sees this, he looks at the creep tumor, he spreads the creep tumor, and decides, that's it, that's the end, that period, end of the sentence. All right, and we'll continue to go about his business. He's up to 42 drones, somehow lock on, maintaining even pace with 43. The upgrades, +2 attack and +1 melee with no carapace in sight. He's not a man. If you just kill everyone, why do you need any defense? All right? Why buy a helmet if they have AKs? That doesn't really make sense in this analogy. But there's the 3 starports, mech weapons level 1, and ship plating, and ship weapons all queued up. He's looking towards the future. Slowly. But towards the future. And the creep continues to spread. He's keeping an eye on these SCVs. He doesn't want to take them out yet. All right. You don't want to be too hasty. Okay? You never know what's up there. Well, until you get a full surround of creep tumors and have total vision. But you never know. As it's 96 to 155 supply. He also has tunneling claws. Doesn't have burrow. It's hard to use burrow move if you can't get underground in the first place. But that's the real hipster upgrade then. Kind of like ship weapons before starport, alright? Both these players with an alternative view. 98 over 189 supply for lock-on. As the action, the hot and heavy uphill battle that Bum was fighting shut down, and I don't believe a single unit has been lost since. These Thors trying to escape the base, but it looks like the city planner did not think this far ahead. Okay. The creep has spread almost entirely over the base now. He's keeping an eye on him. There's a Widow Mine. Not sure if a Widow Mine is enough to stop 110 supply of Zerg, but it's a start. Yes, he sees... Yes, those are creep tumors. Unfortunately, not attacking them. But yes, those are creep tumors. He gets a bead on the location of those tumors. Not an oncologist, not qualified or even capable of removing them, but he knows they're there. Okay. Excuse me, I'm allergic to creep. And the creep spread is continuing. Unfortunately, can no longer build any depot walls because creep has successfully surrounded this entire base. We do have the starports complete. We still have a grand total of 0 starport units, +2 ship weapons and +1 mech plating has been completed as lock-on slowly trudges towards... Okay, the Marines will move out. They do have stim, combat shields, and +1 armor. And they're on a mission. They've been sent from home base to this remote and dangerous outpost in order to clear these creep tumors. And... Alright. He's trying to outspread it! The one Marine is gonna block! Unfortunately, the unit suffers from some pretty severe incompetence, which is probably why they were sent to this outpost in the first place. This is definitely not the crack team they were looking for. Couple more creep tumors gonna go down as he's sweeping through. The select all army hotkey seeing a heavy usage from Bum here to make sure his units move back and forth in the same position they've been for the last 15 minutes. The creep has almost expanded to most of Lock-On's bases. In fact, it's nearly touching every single one of the ones currently on the field. There's another scan. He will clear up all the creep on the high ground. So he's done it. Maybe not the most efficient, but the job got done, and that's what matters, right? +3, +2 is now on the way. For ranged attack, Bum has minerals in the bank, but he has yet to invest in that gas. Vikings. Vikings are the choice. Not sure how effective Vikings are going to be against Roach, Hydra, Ravager. But he's making Vikings. Okay. He'll never expect it. You got to give him that. He has the element of surprise on his side. More Ravagers on the way. Bum has finally maxed out. Will he take this time to attack? And where will he attack? There are 2 very, very correct and 1 mostly wrong choice. Which will... Okay. He's maxed out. He's ready to go. Lock-On has made it to 184 supply. We'll have to see. He does scan, but unfortunately that scan will not only catch the creep tumors, but a massive, finally maxed out Zerg army. The Planetary Fortress taking some shots. The Widow Mine taking some more. He's ready to repair, but I don't know if repair is going to be quite enough to hold this fortress. He'll take out 9 of this ball of Zerg. But there's still more to do. The Viking... The Viking, Counter-Strike Squadron.
Your dedication will
Thank you,
be
Apex.
40 more months, still innuendo sub-status.
The Counter Squadron is coming in. Bum completely out of position for this Viking counterattack. He scans forward while the Vikings are hovering. Like, Bum sees all this. He's seen the Vikings. This is not a big surprise. He hits the deck. All right, he's on the ground. Bum has made it almost all the way back. Can he get the hatch in time? He's able to take out a few roaches, a queen, but here come the Hydras, the roaches, and the Ravagers. He jumps up into the skies. How many will escape? Five. As they found themselves very quickly in the danger zone. Oh. And decide to hit the deck again. No fear in these Vikings. Maybe they could use a little bit more fear.
Yes. Just as I deserve.
What am I watching?
This is Blizzard's balance test map. These are Blizzard's balance designers playing right now. This is how they determine what unit should be buffed and what unit should be nerfed. All right, more Vikings. He's got Cloak on the way, but as we've seen before, and I'm sure we'll see again, the real Cloak for Banshees and making sure they're never seen is not making any Banshees at all. As Bum is still at 200 supply. The creep stretches over most of the map. There's only 44 drones. He doesn't have that much gas in the bank. 4 more Vikings on the ground. Maybe a little bit bold. He cancels his cloak. Of course, it doesn't really matter, but... the starports will lift. The Vikings will attempt to escape. The orbital will fly. But it will die. The starport's trying to make it out.
Your dedication will
Thank
be rewarded.
You. 1 starport will escape. There seems to be limited options now. We'll have to see what Bum decides to do. Is it finally time to strike for the heart? A 2 Viking counterattack.
Rewarded.
Nuclear launch detected.
will drag the entire army back. Anchored by the select all army hotkey, the 2 Vikings will escape. He'll go all the way forth. The Vikings will come back. As it looks like Lock-On actually went down the ramp. Bum is in position to deal with this. There's 4 tanks. He's hitting the rocks. He's caught between a rock and a hard place. He's still trying to come up this ramp. There's a lot of deja vu here. Just in a more advanced stage, and he will successfully lose 100 supply. Bum is long distance mining for no apparent reason. He has lost 100 supply. He doesn't actually have also +3 ship weapons on the way, though he has no ships. So ramps the natural enemy. Really just a perfect metaphor for Zerg players climbing the ladder. Because how are you going to climb a ladder if you can't even make it up a ramp? And, well, looks like he's hatching a plan now. As Lock-On taking a 3rd base. There's still... Bum still has 25 drones. He has almost as many... He has... more than 1/3 as many hatcheries as he has drones at the moment. I mean... There... He just kind of skirts by this whole idea. There goes that. It looks like he doesn't know any other units. Maybe it's time to whip out the Prima strategy guide and see what counters siege tanks. There's a Spire. As, what is this game? Bum flabbergasted as to the situation. Oh my god! Stop it! Stop! Stop! Why? Why? As Bum has now managed to lose more units in this game than Lock-On, though I don't know if that's surprising. It's not like he had money in the bank. It's not like he's like, no, I'll just trade this in for 2 Bugattis. No, he's trading it in for like a 1993 Honda Civic. Alright, that has 200,000 miles on it. And has also been hit by siege tanks repeatedly. So... This is like tower defense. Why is there even a medevac here? What is your story? He has no minerals left. Lock-On has literally 0 minerals. He can't build... What is your plan? We're gonna do an SC... Is he gonna long-distance mine with SCVs? He's gonna get the minerals, put it back in the medevac, come back, offload, and mine the minerals. What is the game plan here? Don't do it. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe it. This. And he dies. Not many things can surprise me. I mean, I can be surprised that things are happening, but not many things in and of themselves surprise me. But after 7 years and 40,000 games and hundreds of matches similar to this one, Lock-On has taken me by surprise. And we have Broodlords now, by the way. So, the defenses, the tower defense is put up, but unfortunately, none of those towers can hit that far up. And, the lone SCV. Do I hear something flying? What? Where are you going? What is your plan? Where are you even going? Where is he going? Is he gonna land it somewhere? Is he just a joyride? I don't even see where this is move commanded to. It's watch it be the where is it going? Ah, it's the corner. Why would it be the very corner of the map? Why didn't I expect this? Unfortunately, it will be spotted on its journey to the promised land. And the select all army hotkey in full display.
Thanks for Bronze League Heroes Lesson 3.
Well, the Broodlords on the chase as well. They're leashed to the Corruptors. Even the Lings trying to get in on the action, but their wings are just for show. Much like penguins. And wait, he let it... it's burning. Okay. I'm not sure what's going through Lock-On's mind here, but... let's... We get the idea. We see what he's trying to accomplish. He is long-distance mining with mules now. Well... now we're here. And you can tell who submitted it. Bum, let's be honest here. You may win this game, but Lock-On has won my heart. You bum. Building more Broodlords. We'll see it when Lock-On decides to actually leave the game. He does still have a barracks in the corner. And a starport in this corner. That's it, right? That about sums it up. Has not rebuilt his base and his tanks. I enjoy. So did I. I mean, it was a roller coaster. And not like one of those fun roller coasters, one of those that just makes you nauseous and gives you a headache, but... I am learning. I don't want to waste 5 minutes. I don't want to waste 5 minutes. If you didn't want to waste 5 minutes, you'd have some basic common sense. But... your mother dropped you down a ramp so many times when you were a kid, all you can think about is going back up one. All right. Oh, but he left. What a nice guy. Well, so well,